friends, I have a confession to make. It has been 14 whole months since I was in China, and I have yet to make my videos from Zhengzhou or Shanghai. We were so busy whenever we got to Zhengzhou. That was where I did all of my classes and coursework, and it was just crazy. And if you could tell from my first two videos of my trip to China, I was exhausted. Jet lag is real. But I wanted to just put the memories kind of in a video collection. So these commentary parts are me in my bedroom back in the United States. Shorter hair, I'm older, it's been a long time, but I really enjoyed looking back on these pictures and memories and just wanted to put them all in one place for myself. So I hope that you all enjoy. So this first video is going to be all about our time with our host family in Zhengzhou. Now this sounds like it was like where we lived, but it was not. So this was kind of like a program through the school where we were able to go for a day with someone who was on faculty at the university and spend the day with their family. So we were paired with a woman that worked on campus, and we got to go to her home and meet her family. So it was her mom and dad, and then her and her husband and her daughter, and their nephew was actually there, but as well. So that was such a fun experience, and it was interesting because there was a language barrier, and the only one that spoke even a little bit of English honestly was the mom and the daughter. The daughter was a little bit more fluent than the mom, but Google Translate was pretty much our savior during that situation. And I thought it was interesting that I remember this so well. Their main perception of America was the Avengers, like the Marvel Avengers, and the NBA. And that was it. So that was funny. It was also interesting to me when Savannah, Gary, and I shared that we were the ones that were paying for our college education. They were shocked. Like, apparently that is the parents' responsibility in China, and to, you know, support their children, and then in turn their children will support them. I just think kind of America's more of an individualistic society, whereas China is more collectivism, family-centered, things like that, which was awesome, and I loved learning that. So these next few clips are going to be from our time with them.
Do you think it's good? Do you like it?
Yeah, I love it. I love it. This is good.
So that first clip was our first meal with them. It was lunch. We had actually just eaten lunch, and so when we got there, the grandmother was so sweet. She spoke no English, and she was just so hospitable and welcoming. I mean, hugging us the moment that we got into her home, and it just was such a sweet, tender time. Made me think of my own grandmother, which was awesome, thinking of home. But this meal was actually goat meat and had noodles and roll, and as you can see, an amazing spread. Like, she worked so hard, and it was good, but my favorite meal comes later.
你来玩呗。特勤。我不会玩，我不多会玩。好了。
是的，成功了。
有一个会说他
都不会。
那是你了哟，你这是黄了，
都不会说中国话。
你是绿了，这个黄的是他来，黄的是他来是吧？
So after we ate and enjoyed just some time around the table with everybody, we went and sat down. They offered us some tea, which is like, you know, you go to a home in America and it's like, hey, you want some coffee? But there it is all about tea. So I had some green tea, which is something that, if you know my mom, she loves tea. So that was really nice. It was really good too. And we also played Chinese checkers, which is something that I've played growing up. So I was like, I'm playing Chinese checkers in China, in a Chinese family's home. Like, it was the coolest thing ever. But as the only one out of me, Gary, and Savannah who knew how to play, I lost to everybody, so doesn't surprise me. But that was so much fun. So after we spent some time playing games together, we went over to one of the bedrooms because the mom wanted to show us this instrument that she plays called the guzheng. I know I butchered that pronunciation, my apologies. But she showed us some songs and she even let me give it a try. And as you can see from the video, I'm not musically talented, but it was really fun. I love music, although I cannot play anything. But it was really cool just to, I don't know, enjoy that with their family and discover a new instrument.
You pressure this side. It's 10 fa.
So you pressure this one?
Yes, pressure this one, you get fa, and this one you get C.
Wait. So this one first?
Yes.
Wait, is it this one?
Do, do, so,
Oh, that one. But one thing that I remember from this moment with our time with them was I, as you can see, am very pale and light-skinned and tall and skinny. And that is something that they emulate and idolize, I guess, in China. I don't know why, but they do. And so the grandma pulled me beside the daughter, who was about 16, and compared our height and our skin color and like had decided that she was almost my height and almost as wide as I was. And that was, she was so excited about that. And it was, I mean, if you know me, I turned a tomato. Like, it was so embarrassing. I was like, oh my goodness, please, you know, everyone stop looking at me. But I thought that was really interesting. And yeah, I just remember that from that room that we were in playing the instrument. Afterwards, I mean, she like pulled me up and compared our height, and so that was crazy. Because over here, I mean, I'm tall, but like my sister is quite taller than me, so being considered someone who was really tall was very interesting. So after we had spent most of the afternoon with them, they served us dinner, a second meal, and it was my favorite. As you can see, the spread, again, was amazing, but it was duck meat with cucumbers and what I would say is barbecue sauce. It was sweet, but I have no idea what it actually was, but I call it like a taco. It honestly looked like a taco. It was so good. Definitely my favorite meal while we were there. I thought it was good. Taste it, Savannah. Eat it.
It's sweet.
Savannah, try it. It's good. I like it.
You can try
has a hint of barbecue, like sort of.
Yeah.
拿筷子，
It's very
那
different.
你筷子，胖根儿，胖根儿。这家的牛肉还可以。
前面讲的他们太特别了。
有一个咸的，有一个就是甜的，它两种酱。
这不都是秘制
不是
甜酱？
有甜酱有咸酱。
秘制甜
这
酱，
不甜咸酱，
甜都是
秘制，
秘制甜酱。
这是咸的，
嗯，
那是甜的，那更甜。
对，有一种甜的，有一种咸的。
这是甜咸的，这是甜的。
That's sweeter. That sauce is sweeter.
And it was just so fun, and the time that we got to spend with them, I'll put in some more pictures of us with the host family, but they were so sweet and so kind. And when I think of China, I think of that family and their hospitality and their unity as a family unit. That was something that was really special to me, and I'm so glad we got to experience. Unfortunately, we never got to see them again. That was our only opportunity. One, we were just so busy, our schedules never lined up, but I just, wish them blessings, and I hope that they are doing well during Corona. Surprise, 14 months later, we're in pandemic. But yeah, it was just an amazing experience, and I really, really am blessed that I had the opportunity to meet these sweet, sweet people.